Consciousness in the Two-Track Mind by Darnisha Clements. Selective attention. We selectively attend to a limited aspect of incoming information. An example of selective attention is when you're at a party and you can only hear that one person in front of you. You choose to zone everyone else out. That is selective attention. Inattentional blindness. It's very common. We all do it. It's basically not noticing something change or what like in the book. There was an example of a guy. He was asked for directions, and he traded places with another guy. And the guy that was given directions didn't notice that it was a completely new person. Intentional blindness. Or when a boyfriend doesn't notice that your hair is new, that's intentional blindness. Biological rhythms. It tells our body our schedule, like when to sleep or eat. Have you ever noticed that you get tired around the same time almost every night? You wake up around the same time. That's your biological clock. It tells you when you're hungry, when you're tired, when to wake up, when to take a shower, things like that. Biological rhythm of sleep. We cycle through about 5 stages of sleep in 90 minutes. Stage 1 is when you get like the falling or floating sensation. That's when you're very tired and you're just sitting in the bed. Stage 2 is where we spend the most time. We have a REM in the sleep, rapid eye movement. And that's when we have like sleep spindles. It's the deepest part of the sleep. And stage 3 and 4 is a long-lasting delta wave sleep loss. With sleep loss is as most common if you get fatigue, you lose concentration, and it can lead to obesity, hypertension, slow performance. That's very common. Everyone sees that. Like if you lose sleep, you can have red eye, you can be irritable. The function of sleep. It gives the brain time to heal as it restores and repairs damaged neurons. Basically, throughout the day, we're thinking constantly. The brain's constantly moving. And while you're sleeping, the brain isn't doing any work. So when you sleep, you're resting the brain. The muscle is doing all the work. And it encourages major sleep disorder. Insomnia is one. That's when you can't sleep. You just keep waking up. Narcolepsy is when I could be talking right now, having a full conversation, and just go to sleep. And night terrors, that's usually with children. I have the baby down there crying. It's usually with children just being scared or have the face that they're scared. REM is what I was talking about earlier, with the different stages of sleep. It's rapid eye movement. It occurs in about an hour after we sleep. We all do it. It's when your eyes moves incredibly fast from left to right, up to down. But you won't know because you're sleeping and you're dreaming. Basically, your mind believes you're in your dream. It's just your eyes are moving. What do we dream? We usually dream of ordinary events, most involving some anxiety or misfortune. We all dream differently. There isn't an exact answer to this question, but we all dream differently. And some of us, we usually dream about 15 minutes into the sleep. And that's in stages 2. I think 2 is the deepest part of sleep, and that's where you usually dream at. That's not long at all. Why do we dream? To sort out the day's experience and just to ease your mind. Dreaming is the most relaxing thing to do, especially after a long day. You can daydream. It doesn't take much effort to dream. It's very, very hypnosis. It's a social interaction in which one person suggests another that certain things will spontaneously occur. Such as on cartoons, it's very common that someone will hypnotize someone with a yo-yo and say, if I snap my fingers, you'll quack like a duck. And the person will snap their fingers and quack like a duck. With that, you don't know what's going on. You're in yourself. Depressants, such as alcohol, increases our likelihood that we will act on impulses, whether harmful or helpful, such as drugs or antidepressants. You're not in the right state of your mind. your subconscious mind, you're likely to do anything. That's why many people get addicted to it, try to overdose stimulants such as coffee, nicotine, ecstasy. They excite neural activity, speed up body functions. Prime example of this is a product called 5-Hour Energy. And 5-Hour Energy excites your system, makes you get all jittery like Red Bull and Monster energy drinks. Makes you jittery, but there's a good chance that you'll come crashing down.